Welcome back to Daytime. Coming up April 9th, we'll be springing into connection with the Women's Wellness Circle Day. Here to tell us a little bit more about what the circles involve is Jill Hewlett and Karen Armstrong. Welcome back to the show, ladies.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
It is. Thanks for having us.
Well, it's a pleasure to have both your positive energy here.
I was just going to say that. They radiate positivity.
There's a whole lot of goodness coming from that couch. Let's start with you, Jill, because this was sort of your brainchild about 9 years ago, give or take?
Yeah, close to that. Basically, a woman had asked me who had done some coaching, I'd done some coaching with. She said, I'd love for you to offer some wellness advice and a workshop of sorts to my friends, but they're new to this. So would you mind coming into my living room and hosting a little kind of circle or something?
Oh, cool.
So we did. And they loved it. And there was so much camaraderie and sharing and opening up and connection. They said, can we do this every month? And that was the early stages, the beginning of the circle. And it's continued every month for 8 years.
Wow.
Wow, that's positive.
Yeah.
And for you, Karen, you work with helping people with relationships all the time. So this is all about what, the relationship with yourself?
This is relationship with self and coming together in community with women that are needing that. We need that, you know,
so really,
in our
you
busy
get
lives.
together in a group of women and share and help each other heal? I mean, how does it work?
Well, basically, when it started, I brought in topics myself. I was a facilitator.
Okay.
And over time, though, we decided that it grew and there was more interest, so I started to rent space on a monthly basis. And Karen's a dear friend of mine for many years, and we both are entrepreneurs in the wellness field, as you know. And I finally said, Karen, I need some assistance with this. This is growing and evolving, and there's such a need for this. So let's get together and every month offer a different topic that the woman would be specifically interested in. Rather than me hosting it or facilitating it or her facilitating, we hold the space, we create the opportunity for a presenter to come in and women to gather. And then what ends up unfolding in those 2.5 hours is magical. It's a fantastic evening of getting out, replenishing yourself, making connections, making new friends, and being in community spirit.
So how then does it work? I mean, is it, let's say you pick a topic like vision boards, which is one of the things that you do talk about. Do you sit together and just open dialogue? Does someone facilitate a workshop? What is the actual process like?
We bring in somebody that focuses on that area, whether it's astrology, the vision boards, the labyrinth. So that's their area of expertise. And so we open circle together and then hand it over to the presenter for the evening, and they take us through the process of whatever that evening is going to be, whether it's, you know, astrology, psychic mediumship, and then there's question and answer, interaction with everyone. We have tea and refreshments,
and so for April 9th, what's happening specifically? Because this is really
we're launching.
This is like a big launch.
It's at the end of circle. It always feels like everybody's saying it was too short. I wish there was more. And
I wish there was an all-day one.
I wish there was an all-day one. That's exactly what we would hear.
Right.
So we looked at each other and went, this is the year. Let's go.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And it's time. Its time has come because there is more interest in wellness, more interested in community, more interest in self-development, and there is an element of professional development too. There's no doubt about it. And to offer a full day, we can cover more ground. And the plan is to offer one in the spring and one in the fall, and then every month throughout the year continue with our evening circle.
What is the connection like when you have that many women who are like-minded, sort of facilitating and hanging out with each other? What's that like?
It's incredible, actually. We always say that it's you never know what's going to happen, and it's just magic. Like the 6 degrees of separation, which really is 5 and 4 and 3.
Right.
So you have people that might come out once a year, once every 6 months, every month. You know, it's an open invitation to come when you're drawn and when you're able, and so there's just connections made that are so special. We always leave feeling very warm and connected and ready to go, like ready to be in our life.
And what type of women do you see coming to this? Is it the women that need a little extra help, or is it the women who are so in tune with themselves?
It's a real range, actually.
Yeah,
it's a great question. We get, and it's basically 18 years and up, so we get a full range of ages as well. Everything from young adults to grandmothers, really, which is beautiful too. That compilation or combination of people, and people who are new to the path, and people who are quite seasoned and have been on for some time.
8 years ago, sorry, Jax, but 8 years ago, did you think you'd still be doing this monthly?
That's a
You know what? Right?
Absolutely not. And you know, it has a life of its own. It's a birthing. It's a cyclical thing, very much like women and the moon that comes out in its monthly cycle. It just has an energy that's there that draws us. And
Your daughter was born on a circle night.
that's right.
No,
I had to cover. She called,
Really?
I'm going into labor.
it was meant to be.
Yeah.
It was really
That's
meant to
right.
be.
That's- Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely meant to be.
And so after the workshop is done, then what do these women, how do they sort of implement that energy back into their life? Because you can have a wonderful day and you can learn and explore, and then you go back to your busy, crazy life. How do you sort of keep that going, that balance?
I can give a very real example
Yeah.
from last month's circle, which was someone coming in and talking about how we move forward to 2012 in community supported, and one of the gals sent out an invitation. It's time now for me to invite women over for a potluck. I want to carry on what we did. So
okay,
that was
so
very
keeps,
real.
it keeps going, really,
Yeah.
the
Momentum, right?
relationships.
Yeah, it is that. Yeah.
So it's happening Saturday, April 9th, as we said. Is there anything women need to know before registering?
Well, basically, they can contact us. And if you have our
Yeah.
contact information up, then get in touch with us and we'll send more information. It's from 9 till 4 approximately in a beautiful setting. We're going to connect with nature. We're going to connect with ourselves. We're going to cover various topics. And most of all, people are going to have fun and feel very nourished from the inside out.
What is the website? Because we don't have it.
You can go to jillhewlett.com, which is my website.
Or
Karen's.
insideout.com.
Okay.
Perfect. We're also going to have that on rogerstv.com after the show as well as the date, when it's happening, and all that info. We'll be right back with more on the show. Stay where you are, guys.